I'd like to thank the PWF for giving me this opportunity at that Florida heavyweight title. And as for you, Perez, you're going to sleep.
Steve Wally Gator Kern, today's going to be your lucky day. You get to take the spin from the Florida title holder.
Well, thank you. Thank you so very, very much, and welcome once again to Florida Championship Wrestling. And what a program we've got in store for you. First of all, as we told you last week, the Florida Heavyweight Championship goes on the line. One fall, 20-minute time limit. Al Perez defending that title against the former champion Steve Gator Kern. At the end of the program, we're going to have a six-man tag team match. We're going to be seeing the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, in action. And we'll be seeing the new Johnny Ace, just to name a few of the great matches that will take place during this next hour on Florida Championship Wrestling. And joining me here at the podium for the first match, this Florida Heavyweight Championship, is the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, Gunn, it's always a great honor and privilege to be out here with God the Soul and Professional Wrestling Federation, Florida Championship Wrestling. The match with Gator Kern today is the turning point of Gator Kern's career. This is an opportunity to be a champion. He's always been a champion. It's an opportunity for Gator Kern to rise above, because Al Perez is a tremendous competitor. I'm looking for a great match.
Well, I will say this, too. Obviously, it's going to put the winner of this match in #1 contention for a match with Dusty Rhodes for the Professional Wrestling Federation Championship. And speaking of the Professional Wrestling Federation, let's move on to Diamond Dallas Page, NRC Randy Roberts, the president of PWF.
That's right, baby. Diamond Dallas Page here, back from a sellout tour, baby, of our man, the Bullet Boys. That's right, the hottest band in the land in Miami. But I just wasn't in Miami checking out the rock and roll, baby. I was setting up more important things. I'm talking about the big victory celebration for the Diamond Exchange at the Homecoming 2 in Miami, May 6th, Saturday night. Here with me right now is my very good friend, my main man, Rockin' Randy Roberts, the president of the PWF. What's happening on this great big night coming out, baby?
Well, Dallas, next week I'm going to have some very important announcements about Homecoming 2, which will be held at the Knight Center in Miami on May 6th. We have signed so far the AWA champion Larry Zbyszko to defend his title that night. We have also signed the women's international champion Wendy Richter will defend her title that night. I have also under negotiations to sign what very possibly can be the grudge match of the century for Homecoming 2. Right now, though, I'm concerned about the match that's about to take place here on TV between the Florida State champion, Al Perez, defending against Steve Gator Kern, because undoubtedly the winner of this match will be the #1 contender for the PWF championship.
The bottom line is, Rockin' Randy, I know it, you know it, the Diamond Exchange knows it, my man Al Perez knows who's going to be winning right here. Let's go to the ring for this. It's going to be one B-A-double-D bad match right here. Woo! Good God, baby.
One fall, 20-minute time limit now. Al Perez is currently the Florida heavyweight champion, taking on the challenge of the former champion, Steve Gator Kern. Dusty, while they're getting ready, how about an update on your son, Dustin?
Well, God, you know, Dustin has become a tremendous athlete and a great professional wrestler. 2 more weeks, he's going to be laid up with that bad leg, but I know one thing, that he wants that opportunity back at Terry Funk. If Terry Funk come on television and said, Dusty Rhodes, I want you in that dreaded Texas chain match. Well, I got something for Terry Funk, but right here we're starting one of the greatest competitive matches in the history of Florida Championship Wrestling, Professional Wrestling Federation.
All right, here you have it. 2 men now. Steve Kern holds a slight edge in experience here, but he's facing a very tough man in Al Perez, and this, in a sense, is a crosstown rivalry. All right, they lock up collar and elbow once again. It's Steve Kern, the challenger, getting a full arm drag and twist. Good reversal by Perez now. Once again, in case you just tuned in, the Florida Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Perez in the black trunks with the white boots is the Florida heavyweight champion. There you see Sir Oliver Humperdinck, who accompanied Perez at ringside, and I sure hope he's there purely as an observer, frankly.
Well, God, you know I've known Sir Oliver Humperdinck a long time. You see right here, the Stephen Kern to get himself the head scissor applied to the head of the Florida heavyweight champion. This is a great opportunity for Steve Kern, a great athlete that he is, to really climb that ladder. If Steve Kern defends, to be more in my great opportunity to wrestle Steve Kern or Al Perez, either one, for that prestigious Professional Wrestling Federation heavyweight title. You're going to see some great moves right here, the takedowns. Steve Kern controlling the arm, controlling the situation. Gordon, as you know, you've seen many great matches before, but this one sets out to be a real thunder fire, baby.
It does indeed. A beautiful fireman carry that took Perez to the canvas. They battle their way back to their feet. Perez drives a shoulder to the midsection. And I have a hunch he had part of a fist in there as well just then. Good reversal by Steve Kern has Perez back to the canvas once again. And Kern is carrying the battle to him.
Well, I think right here the opportunity. I know in so many title defenses that I've had and gone after so many titles that in this situation right here, Al Perez, of course, is a defensive wrestler. When you're the champion, you are wrestling on the defense. Steve Kern needs to break him down, brother. He needs to break him down and hang on to that arm as the best he can and try to break him down to win this match. This could be the big spin against the sweeper, could be called. Tremendous activity throughout the Professional Wrestling Federation, throughout the country, and Florida Championship Wrestling is on fire. You know myself going to Clewiston and down in Homestead and say hello to all my people down in Miami, looking for homecoming too at Fort Lauderdale. Look at this, great maneuvers right here. Steve right there, got a pin on him maybe. Oh! Excuse me if I get just
That's
a
all
little
right.
bit excited.
That's all right. Backslide there, and Al Perez slipped away, missed with a hard, crushing right hand. And the atomic knee drop by Steve Kern. And Mickey J., our official, in the ring. A count of 2 and a near fall. And Perez, the champion, tries to break the momentum. Much like...
I tell you, God, not to interrupt you, I'm a little biased here. Gator Kern is one of my own, you know what I mean? I mean, he's been there, this opportunity. Great condition athlete. You take a look at these two athletes right here. This is what Florida Championship Wrestling, Professional Wrestling Federation is all about. The great athletes that Randy Roberts is drafting into this area is right here. You see now that Al Perez took a chance to take a hold of Steve Kern, turning the tide of battle, maybe so, if you will.
Well, it's Perez now taking some shortcuts here with Steve Gator Kern, putting that foot into the throat of Kern, trying to shut off that oxygen supply. And once again, it's Kern coming up a little bit slow. A quick snap mare takes Kern back to the canvas again. Perez crashes down, but Kern rolls to one side.
I'll tell you what, Gordon, I'll say the Gator Kern and both Al Perez knows the importance of this match, the national importance of this match, because the Florida heavyweight title has been won by more great heavyweight champions than any other title throughout this country. This is the second single greatest title in the land. The great champions, the Mike Grahams, the Jack Briscoes, the Harley Races, the Terry Funks, the Dusty Rhodes, the Dory Funk Jr. The list is endless of who has held this title. Steve Kern has held this title on numerous occasions. This opportunity here for the Gator man to take a hold of that, as you see, broke him down, working on that arm, baby, breaking him down. Watch the Oliver Humperdinck, baby. Easy, brother. Easy, brother. Easy, brother. Easy, brother.
Referee calls for the break. He calls for the break, and so Perez backs away, and I think Perez was anxious to back away on that one, frankly. Time is on Perez's side because this is television, special sanctioned by the PWF. This match is one fall, 20-minute time limit, the Florida title on the line. So if Perez so chooses, he could get on his bicycle and try and stay away from Steve Gator Kern. At the onset of this match, he appeared to be very anxious, but he might be losing some of that desire right now as Kern continues to close in on him.
Well, God, I tell you, I know that the fans are excited throughout the country, watching in their living room right now. This tremendous program going on today. When you started out with the Florida heavyweight title match on the line, brother, you're going to have a bang-up show right here, Steve. Go on, get on down with him, brother.
Kern up and over his man. Perez tried to drop toe hold, but his Kern tripped up and outside the ring. And so Al Perez now as the challenger outside, and Perez following him out.
This poor man gets hurt out here when you get outside that square circle. Al Perez is a tremendous athlete, but he knows how to take advantage. Remind me of Dory Funk Jr. just a little bit. He knew when to take advantage. Right here, no, baby, no. The hello. I'll tell you what, that will crack your back, make your liver quiver, and your knees freeze, incidentally, in public, if you will.
Perez very cleverly rolling back into the ring. You notice Humperdinck, the shadow of Humperdinck, hovering nearby. And it's Perez now putting a bear hug on him and then driving Kern back into the ring apron, catching the ring side, and causing a lot of punishment down around the lower back area.
I got my eye on that one old red-headed rooster, too. I got my funky like a monkey eye on him, baby.
The crowd picking up the chant now for Steve Kern, and Kern slowly coming back into the ring. Al Perez had broken the count a couple of times. And it is Al Perez now. Big forearm across the thoracic area, then a hard right hand to the side of the jaw of Steve Kern. And now it's Perez lending a helping hand to bring Kern back into the ring. And a high vertical suplex.
Come on, Steven, you got to reach down for it now. Reach down for it. Come on, baby.
Kern powers out. We're going to have to...
oh, man.
We're going to have to cut away for just a moment.
I'll tell you what, take it to him, Steven. Come on, Steven, you got to fight up, baby.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with more action here in this Florida heavyweight title match. Steve Kern against the champion, Al Perez. We'll be right back. Steve Kern continues the battle back in his battle for the Florida Heavyweight Championship. It is the Florida Heavyweight title on the line, and Steve Kern attempting a pinfall here on the champion, Al Perez. Perez in the white boots and black trunks. With me, of course, is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the Professional Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion. Obviously scouting this match because one of these two men is obviously going to be your next opponent.
Well, I'll tell you what, when we were way at the break there, Steve Kern tried just a couple times to reach way down and grab for it. He's in dire straits right now. Come on, baby. Right there. Referee, look up and see the rope. Man, I just get just a little bit excited because the bottom line is Steve got to reach down and know what this is all for, and I know it does. He has lived his life to be a champion, and Professional Wrestling Federation has got the greatest athletes in the world right here, baby, live and in color. Come on, Steven. Come on, Gator.
Irish whip and a good reversal by the Gator. The Gator charges in, and Al Perez ducks to one side. And this match is really beginning to take its toll, and oh, brother, Perez caught him low in the abdomen that time. Perez closing in on his man. Remember, time is on Perez's side. This match is one fall, 20-minute time limit.
Well, you know, God, yourself, like I said earlier, I think Al Perez's main streak here is to control Stephen Kern to get the Gator down to the point of where he can go for the helicopter, the big spin, brother. Haven't seen no men walk away from that without a defeat in their hands. And Steve Kern got to fire back and snatch that old sweeper and put him to Betty by live and in color on this television, going throughout this country, Europe, and the world, baby. Come on, Steve, you got to fire up right here. Got to watch it there, watch it there, watch it there.
And it is just out of camera range. Sir Oliver Humperdinck almost threw a punch at Kern, and he heard the American Dream issue that warning and backed away in a wise move, in my opinion. And Kern drives an elbow right into the midsection of Al Perez. Kern catches him a boot to the midsection, a headbutt that puts Perez back and a little bit rocky. He's a little rocky. He crossed his running lights with that headbutt, catches him in the pit of the stomach again, and then one to the side of the head. Dangerously close to the temple on that strike.
Well, see, right now, he's getting ready to get a little wind back in him here. Great condition athlete. Right here, that's a big old suplex. Right there, got to turn to go for the pin here now. Gator got to get right with himself right here, brother, because he got the opportunity to drop a big hammer on him. Oh, low is me. I mean, low is me. That hurts them two cheeks that you sat on, Daddy.
It does indeed, and Perez a roll out of the way, and so Kern, feeling that jarring blow to the vertebrae, now is caught again in Perez. Setting him for that atomic knee drop, jars the spine once again.
That'll break you down in a hard, lonesome way right there, brother. Come on, baby, get up now. Reach back, Steven. Come on, Steven. Come on, baby. Come on, Steve.
A very excited Dusty Rhodes and a very partisan Dusty Rhodes, hoping, of course, that Steve Kern will Cornered. He's got the sleeper hold. He's got, and Perez made it.
Brother, I mean, that was close to the essential needed for an ending to this situation. Yeah, jump in on him there. Give me
Double
three.
cradle. And again, at 2 count, Perez powered out. Perez has extremely powerful legs. Perez.
Oh, yeah. He tried for the spin. He went for the spin right there. Good counter now. Crank on him.
Went for that chopper spin, and he misses that time, and
Yeah,
Kern goes
got
back
a
with a
hook.
sleeper hold.
Got a hook.
Kern's got that sleeper hold, and Al Perez
Yeah,
in
come on, baby.
desperation
Put him,
now.
baby. Bam.
That forearm
Put him,
coming
baby.
across the...
What's Rooster? What
Rooster
is
trying
this?
to get into the... Oh, wait a
What
minute.
the hell? What is this?
Manny Fernandez
What the hell
just
is this?
came in and caught
What
Kern
is
from
this?
behind with a steel chair. Wait a minute, Dusty, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dusty Rhodes just left here. And wait a minute, Rhodes is stopping the count. Rhodes stopping the count. Here comes Manny Fernandez, and it's Dusty Rhodes and Manny Fernandez now. Battling it out. The referee's called for the bell. Rhodes connects with a hard right hand, another hard right hand. The Raging Bull has been caught. And now it's Al Perez catching Rhodes from behind. Referee Mickey J thrown out of the ring. And it is Rhodes, caught by the Raging Bull. And Sir Oliver Humperdinck, the Raging Bull, and Al Perez very much in charge of the situation now as the American Dream was caught and dropped to the canvas. And now Perez comes off that big double-barrel sledgehammer, catching Rhodes across the skull. And now, oh, wait a minute. What are they doing? Oh, come on. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Oh, man, Rhodes went in there to take care of an injustice that the referee was unaware of. And the Raging Bull, Al Perez, there you see it, dropped to the canvas by Al Perez after the Raging Bull had caught him, and Dusty is down and stunned. And now, well, I'm telling you, look at this. A slow 1, 2, 3. Well, that's disgusting. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, that took a lot of courage on the part of those two guys and Sir Oliver Humperdinck to jump on Dusty Rhodes. He was trying to correct an obvious wrong, and
Let me tell you something. I ain't got nothing against fat women, but that's another fat woman sitting over there. And the bottom line now, oh, yeah, you got my damn attention. Al Perez and the Raging Bull, you got my damn attention. Never have I been embarrassed on national TV like that in my life. 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion. Al Perez, you tell your stooge, Manny the Raging Bull Fernandez, you got to deal with me. You want this title? Let lover. You come love on this American Dream one time. Thanks been here for you. Because now then, you, my friend, have bit off more than you can chew, because I'm going to tear your ears off and jam them up when the sun don't shine. That's the bottom line.
you know, I've known Dusty for a number of years. I've never seen him this irate. When you stop to think about it, when was the last time or the first time you ever saw him pinned in the ring? But it took 3, count 'em, 3 to do it. I don't think either one of those men will be able to do it by themselves. Let's go to the ring for our next match, shall we? We've got the new Johnny Ace coming out.
Tell you what, God, and I can't be any happy. I'll tell you, that was the highlight of my life. You ever seen Dusty Rhodes pinned right in the middle of the square circle over to 1, 2, 3? Woo!
Mr. Page, you don't have much to be proud of if you had anything to do with that whatsoever. I'll guarantee you
I'm
one
elated.
thing.
I'm elated.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's like it was said in Tora, Tora, Tora. They may have awakened a sleeping giant, because I've seen Dusty mad, but I've never seen him so intense. All right, let's go to some comments. Here you're seeing the new Johnny Ace, and he's having his problems with a Gladiator. But Johnny Ace had some previous comments that I think certainly bear listening to at this point in time.
People are calling me the new Johnny Ace. Well, I'm not the new Johnny Ace, and I'm not the old Johnny Ace. I'm Johnny Ace, and I'm doing things my own way. I'm gonna rock, I wanna rock, I wanna rock, I wanna rock and roll over anybody who gets in my way. Johnny Ace, 4 aces.
I think he told you right there, Gordon, that he's not the new Johnny Ace. He is just Johnny Ace. And he's going to rock and roll. I guess that's what his rock and roll music's all about now.
I'll tell you what, Johnny Ace got him with a beautiful drop kick coming off that corner, and so the Gladiator decides to think twice about this, move outside the ring, break the concentration of Johnny Ace.
As far as I'm concerned, he made a mistake leaving the Terminator. That was to the backbone of the brains and the brawn. Got to do a lot of proving to himself now.
Well, after what we saw happen regarding the Florida Tag Team Championship, I, for one, think Johnny Ace is doing exactly the right thing. Ace overhooking the head now. Brings the Gladiator back into the ring.
Keep talking.
Quick high vertical suplex. And it's the Gladiator driving a knee to the midsection of Johnny Ace. Full arm drag and twist on Ace. I'd like to remind all of you, of course, that we'll be seeing you, for those of you in the Tampa Bay area, we'll be seeing you tomorrow night in Dade City. That'll be tomorrow night in Dade City. Beautiful wing over takedown by Johnny Ace. The Gladiator's got his problem. Johnny Ace asking the referee to check with the Gladiator, see if he wants to concede this match. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit.
I tell you, Gordon, I'm a little surprised that Ace took on someone with such brawn. Oh! With such brawn after alleviating himself from the Terminator. I thought he'd be going for some of the less meatier opponents. Oh!
Well, Johnny Ace is afraid of no man, I'll tell you that much right now. And looked like he was going for a snap mare, then took a forward neck breaker. And that finished him off. That finished him off. All right, I'll tell you what, we've got some very important words upcoming, so let's give a listen, shall we? A truly historic night of wrestling is coming to Miami in the Convention Center, the Knight Center, on Saturday, May 6th. It is the Homecoming 2. Advance tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations. You may call 654-3309, and I strongly urge you to do so immediately. And then Florida Championship Wrestling in Homestead at the high school, Friday, April 28th, 8 p.m. For ticket information, call 245-7000. And then Fort Lauderdale, the War Memorial Auditorium, Wednesday, April 19th. Match time is 8 p.m. Advance tickets are now available at all Ticketmaster locations. 523-3309. 6 championship wrestling events featuring Johnny Ace, Mike Graham, the Terminator, and including a Florida heavyweight tag team title match, the Southern Force, Black Bart and Hangman Bobby Jaggers against Steve Gator Kern and Big Scott Hall. In a tape fist match, the Big Steel Man with Sir Oliver Humperdinck against Dick Slater. And then in the main event, the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship, Al Perez challenging the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Well, Scott Hall has joined me right now. A very, very great opportunity.
Well, you know, Gordon, things are heating up down south in Fort Lauderdale, and there's no better place for it to happen. The Southern Force, you got to hand it to them. They came down and said they were going to win the belts, and they find themselves at the top of the heap, the Florida Tag Team Champions. Well, there's 2 other boys from the south, Scott Hall and Gator Kern, who are coming at you head up. And one thing to remember, everybody knows no workhorses can run with Southern-born, Southern-bred thoroughbreds.
All right, and of course, right after the match, I know you're going to be watching that title.
Well, Gordon, I'm going to pull up a chair and watch the Dream take it right to the Latin heartthrob, and everybody's going to be there excited about it.
Well, Sir Oliver Humperdinck and his entourage have some comments.
Some big dates coming up. May 6th, the big homecoming in Miami at the Knight Center, a night to be remembered by everybody. Also, April 28th in Homestead, Florida, you're going to see the whole group. But let's talk about Wednesday night, April 19th, right here in Fort Lauderdale at the War Memorial, when you put the belts on the line. It's so soon.
Well, let me tell you something, Hump. You know what the age-old additive is? Everybody wants to know in the world what that dog's going to do that's chasing your car down the road. And that's what you are, Gator Kern and Scott Hall. You're a couple old mongrel dogs chasing a great big Cadillac when you're chasing Bart Nye. Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. And with War Memorial Coliseum right there, brother, we're going to see what the mongrel does when he catches a Cadillac. We're going to see just what you're going to do when you catch us.
That's exactly right. And then tape him up good and tight. Dick Slater, you stupid man, you. You're going to have to fight this man right here and tape him up nice and tight because we're going to be ready.
Slater, I'm going to rip your head right off your shoulders.
And then to cap the whole evening off, our good friend Al Perez, the Florida heavyweight champion.
You see this, Dusty? He's already the Florida champion. That's right, baby. The Florida heavyweight. And he's going to take your gold, too, baby. We already got 1, 2, 3, and we want yours in Fort Lickerdale. Woo!
Well, we're going to find out
What a
on
bunch
that.
of loudmouths, huh?
Yeah. Wednesday night, the 19th.
The whole thing of it is I live and I breathe and I thrive in the danger zone. You see what I mean? When you tape up these fists and there's no rules and the only way to win is knock a man out, then I say, why to myself, why would I sign such a match with a man that's 400 pounds and got muscles sticking out of everywhere? It's because I want that 5 minutes with that no-good, low-down dog, Sir Oliver Humperdinck. And they say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get my hands on Humperdinck. I'm going to knock out the stool man right there in Fort Lauderdale War Memorial, Wednesday.
Waiting now for the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, to arrive in the ring. He's going up against Rick Diamond. And there's the music indicating Sir Oliver Humperdinck and the Bull are on their way.
What a job. What a display Manny just did before out in the ring here earlier in the show, man. I say I'm so proud of him.
You're proud of a backstabber?
I didn't see him backstab at all. So I'll reach right down there and show the world a 1, 2, 3. Al Perez, the future, is right now the uncrowned Professional Wrestling Federation champion.
Oh,
right
come
now,
on,
right now,
Paige,
today.
don't be ridiculous. 3 guys on Dusty took him in civilian
What was
clothing.
Dusty doing in the ring to begin
He
with?
was
That's what I
merely
wanna
trying
know.
to stop a travesty of
Right.
justice. Side headlock by Rick Diamond.
Oh, good God!
Man, he took off like he was coming off Cape Canaveral. Chop into the chest by the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. Fernandez is about as double tough a man as I've ever seen in the ring. He is of Mexican heritage, was an outstanding competitor all the way through high school and college.
I think
Diamond.
Mr. Diamond there, it's going to be like shooting spitballs at a battleship for him when it comes to the bull, and that ain't no bull.
Might be a likely candidate for your diamond exchange.
Oh, hardly. Now, the bull, that's a whole other story. You see the hump, right? Oh, God.
Beautiful lariat by Fernandez, and Fernandez very quickly to flat of the foot into the throat. Mickey J. tolling the count. By the way, for you, those of you in the Orlando viewing area, we will be at the Eddie Graham Sports Stadium tomorrow night. That'll be tomorrow night in Orlando. And then, of course, on Monday the 17th, St. Lucie County Civic Center in Fort Pierce. Monday the 17th in Fort Pierce.
Look at him, asking Hump just for his, whatever Hump needs to say here. Hump is right on throwing Hump, telling him exactly what to do. The man knows everything when it comes to management.
Here is
Oh, baby.
Manny Fernandez, and he's got his man.
Oh!
Man.
Woo! Lights out.
Came right off the top rope with that man. And I'll tell you what, nobody gets up from that. And Fernandez has one thing on his mind, and that is to punish his opponents. He enjoys punishing opponents at all times. We're seeing it once again. Watch Fernandez. He's got a Diaz diamond up there. And now he overhooks the head. Watch carefully now. Gets some extra leverage there and then drives the man's head directly into the canvas. And Diamond is out. There's no question about that. All right, let's go to Diamond Dallas Page.
That's right, baby. One more time for the 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you, I'm totally elated. What about you, baby? Our heads are together. We got these two Latins from Manhattan. Are they bad or what, brother?
Right here on Nationwide TV,
Woo!
Dusty Rhodes, the king of the PWF, was flat on his back for a 1, 2, 3 ski. And who put him there? My good Latin friends, Nuts' Desi and Xavier Cugat got together.
Que toda la gente latina ya vieron en la televisión y él hicimos a este tipo sueño americano. Lo ponemos para abajo, ¿verdad que sí? 1, 2, 3. Y todos los latinos Miami. Ya le acabamos con este. Los latinos van a ser los campeones aquí de Florida y de todo el mundo. Ain't that right, Daddy?
The uncrowned PWF champ.
That's my man.
Dusty Rhodes, you met your dreams. It was so easy and so sweet. Wait till I get you in the ring for the title, because I'm taking it just as easy.
Yeah! That's right, baby. It's going to be 2 meets to 1. The gold right here, baby. Go down to these impotent messages. Woo!
Coming to Miami, May 6th at the Knight Center, Homecoming 2.
I am totally amazed at the unmitigated gall that you, Humperdinck, Perez, and Fernandez had in saying that they are the uncrowned PWF champions.
What are you talking about? You were right here. You saw it. The referee was out of it. I don't know what the heck he was doing. All I know is I saw the bull right down there. 1, 2, 3, and right there, Al Perez, baby. Al Perez became, as far as I'm concerned, the Professional Wrestling Federation champion right there, brother.
That's garbage.
Oh, please.
Absolute
The
garbage.
people all know it. These people here.
They don't know it. I'll
everyone
tell you
saw
one
it.
thing, though.
And I'll tell you what,
I don't care
May
where it
6th
is.
all
I don't
come
care
down
where it
for
is.
real.
If Fernandez or Perez want some of Dusty Rhodes, they got it. But they'd better do it one-on-one. We've got a matchup coming in the ring, so let's go to the ring, shall we? We've got a Australian tag team event coming up here. Mike Graham and the Italian Stallion facing Jim Backlund and El Diablo. Mike.
What are these people yelling? What are these people yelling?
Mike Graham out there with Backlund right now. Graham locks up, collar and elbow, gets the side headlock.
The ex-champion, like I told the world. And soon, the person I told the world would win it, Al Perez, will have 2 titles.
Well, we'll find out.
Yes, a member of the Diamond Exchange.
Well, there's another talking about tag teams, and we're seeing a very, very fine competitor in there right now, Mike Graham. He and the Italian Stallion facing these two. Speaking of great tag teams and powerful tag teams, that brings to mind, too, one of the biggest tag teams in the sport today, the Commandos. Commando Ray and Commando Boone, 800 pounds between the two of them, 400 pounds apiece. The Stallion tags in. Let's listen to some comments now from the Commandos, shall we?
Let me tell you, everybody, that the Commandos are in the state. And one thing we're looking for titles. It don't matter who it is or who it could be. It could be a single title, like Dusty Rhodes. It could even be a Sergeant Force. But one thing for sure, we're going to run over everybody that did it our way.
Awesome combination, certainly no question about that. Mike Graham back into the ring now. The Italian Stallion had tagged up, and of course El Diablo in the ring. Graham, as you know, a second-generation competitor, and he too would like to regain that Florida heavyweight championship currently held by Al Perez. He will have his opportunity.
Let me tell you, man, you just mentioned before that the Commandos, two very impressive dudes, no doubt about it. Only guys as impressive as those two are the big B-A-D-D Bad Steel Man and my main man, Bam Bam Bigelow. It's another Jersey boy there. You know that we're both from Jersey, you know that.
Yes, I'm well aware of
CTN's
the
covering
fact.
us now. The chairman of the board was going frantic when he found out that we were the Professional Wrestling Federation. So excited about that.
Well, we sure want to say hi to all of our good friends in New Jersey.
Especially my boys at Murphy's Law up there, the rock and roll capital of Long Branch. Beating the boys, Hollywood, Jimbo.
The Italian Stallion back into the ring now with El Diablo. Caught him very nicely that time, the back of the elbow that stunned Diablo. He sagged against those ring ropes. Snapmare takes him back to the canvas once again. Referee Mickey J down checking those shoulders.
Can't take nothing from this Italian Stallion. He is one tough customer.
Hey, he's twice national AAU amateur champion.
Gotta respect him. Gotta respect him.
Mike Graham caught from behind, and Jim Backlund backing away from it, but that broke up a possible pinning combination. By the way, a special hi to all of the folks at Valley Security in Fort Lauderdale. Of course, Florida Championship Wrestling will be at War Memorial Auditorium in Fort Lauderdale on the 19th.
Oh!
Those tickets are your Ticketmaster locations. Graham has him up, and he may be going for a shoulder breaker. He did indeed. And that could be all she wrote for Backlund, although he is a tough young fellow. Backlund powers out.
You must not have caught him right on that, because that'll put you out for sure.
Graham moves in, back to the basic single leg pickup. Drives the knee into those quadriceps femoris muscles. Makes the tag with the Italian Stallion once again. And a bit of double teaming there, and I can't say I blame the two of them at all. They have had outside interference from Backlund and El Diablo.
No, you are such double standards, Gordy. Oh, my God! He was on the third floor, women's lingerie there, brother.
Backlund trying to tag up, went to the wrong corner, and that's totally understandable, because his running lights are completely crossed. High backdrop that had him all messed up, and that drop kick almost tore his head off. And again, Backlund slips away from a pinning combination.
This kid's blind out there, and he's still going. You gotta shoot him.
Pair of elbows into the chest, and the face, rather. Mike Graham sets him up. Quick vertical suplex. Graham moves up over the body, cross body press. And once again, a count of two. Graham moving against his man, jams his head into the turnbuckle. And Backlund has had almost all of the steam taken out of him, as far as I can tell. Mike Graham very quickly moves into that patented figure four.
He's on the ropes. He's on the ropes.
Yeah, he was, indeed. I must admit that.
Beautiful, Jim. Get that tag.
All right, El Diablo back out there. And Graham, sizing up his man, makes the tag. The Italian Stallion moves back in. Again, they go to punishing that left leg of El Diablo. I'd like to remind all of you, too, of course, in the Sebring area, Fireman Field Pavilion, that'll be on Friday the 14th. Friday the 14th.
There's nothing like seeing it super live wrestling. Am I wrong, Gordon, or what?
No, you're not. I'll tell you something. This is tremendously exciting, but it's just twice as exciting when you're there live. I understand that you're going to be in St. Petersburg at the Bayfront Center on the 21st.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, brother.
That's going to be an opportunity for everybody to personally see Diamond Dallas Page.
All the ladies will be there, will be lined up, wanting to become Diamond Dolls. You notice I haven't brought any for a couple of weeks now. Because when I bring the next lady in here, she's going to stun television world.
Well, maybe you'll have her on hand on the 21st at the Bayfront Center.
Just might.
Backlund moving out again, catches Graham from behind, catches him once again. And Graham could be in trouble here. Might be prudent for him to tag up. Backlund, after a brief respite, has some great recuperative powers.
This kid's got stamina unbeknownst to man. I can't believe this cat. Frankenstein walking in there getting a quick kick.
Yeah, look at this double teaming now, and Mike Graham by El Diablo and Jim Backlund. The Stallion trying to break that up. Mike Graham uncorks the right hand, and the Italian Stallion has Backlund, and together, double arm whip, and then the Stallion catches Backlund. And Mike Graham goes for the figure four, and El Diablo is the legal man in. And Diablo is conceding. Diablo giving up. Diablo is giving up.
Here comes my man Hump.
Yeah, well, we'll be going to him in just a moment. Right now we're watching this as they very quickly double-teamed here. Then look at Stallion catching Backlund from behind with a beautiful drop kick. Mike Graham moves in, as I said before, with that patented figure four. Cinches down on it, and once that pressure comes on 5 points of the leg and the ankle, it is all over, and he calls for the bell. It is all over. Diablo conceding. So, that being the case, Mike Graham and the Italian Stallion are successful.
Let me tell you
Sir
people
Oliver
something.
Humperdinck.
There's a man walking around the state of Florida who is so disillusioned that he thinks that he actually wants a piece of this big behemoth you see standing with me today, the big steel man. And that guy that's so disillusioned walking around in a daze is Tricky Dickie Slater. Well, you know Dickie Slater, you want to go to the streets, you want to go to the real battleground. Well, upcoming in the next few weeks, we've got a tape fist match with you. Brother man, tape him up nice and tight, because I'm going to have the steel man taped up nice and tight. I'm going to soak his fists in brine, making them as hard as rocks. And Dickie Slater, I want the man here himself to tell you what you got in store for you.
Slater, I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. All these are for is breaking bones, breaking tendons, tearing things apart, because I'm an animal, and I'm hungry, and all you are is a large piece of meat, and I'm going to rip you apart, limb from limb, tendon, bone, muscle, pop you, break you, take care of you.
Spoken like a man with a dream and a desire, Dick Slater. I know you want to get your hands on me, but, brother, before you can, you're going to have to go through every one of my men, and you can start with this big dude right here, the big steel man. We're not scared of you. It doesn't matter where or when, Dick Slater. Just get the guts and come on down and try the big fella. And now, we'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Promotional consideration has been afforded by the following firms. We'd like to acknowledge them at this time. Every time we fly to the Bahamas, we do fly on Bahamas Air. Quick, safe, efficient service with Bahamas Air. And for outstanding native cuisine, we certainly recommend Charlie's Place next to New Providence Nassau Stadium. We'd also like to thank the following folks here in Stateside for the great support that they have given to us here on Florida Championship Wrestling. We're referring, of course, to Affordable Copies, who have been extremely helpful to Florida Championship Wrestling, and also to Carrollwood Office Services. So if you need copier repairs, we suggest that you contact Affordable Copies. And if you happen to be a salesman on the road and you find yourself spending more time filling out forms, why not turn them over to Carrollwood Office Services, 13930 North Dale Mabry. And I think now it's time to go for our next match. This is the six-man tag team event that we've been talking about. So let's turn it to the ring right now.
Listen up, all you functional illiterates. Diamond Dallas Page here. Crank up that music. Welcome to the jungle, baby. On their way to the ring. Accompanied by my main man, the Hump. That's right, Sir Oliver Humperdinck. The new tag team heavyweight champions in the world. I'm talking about the Florida Tag Team Champions, the Southern Force. Woo! The Hangman and Bobby Jagger's head. 385 pounds. Big B-A-double-D bad steel man. Good God. Take it on, boys. Hump. Have it going, brother. Back to the
All right, there you see it. The big steel man, the Hangman Bobby Jaggers and Black Bart. The Hangman Bobby Jaggers and Black Bart, of course, the Southern Force, and they are indeed the Florida Tag Team Champions going up against the Bubblegum Kid.
Here's the Hump.
Mike Awesome and Lou Perez.
These boys are a Southern force. Made it quite evident. They came here, told the world that they were going to take the Florida Tag Team titles, and they did just that. You got to respect the team that says that and pulls it off.
Beautiful move by Lou Perez, and went for an early pin on Black Bart. Bart was able to power out a bit early in the match to try that pinning combination on a cross-body press. Back into those ring ropes now. Yeah, they said they were going to win the titles. The manner in which they won them left
Hey,
a lot
it
to be
doesn't
desired.
matter, baby. As long as you win, that's all that counts in this world. Winning. Ask Donald Trump. That's
Next
the richest
week,
man
by
in
the way,
world.
next week, Scott Hall faces the Terminator here on Florida Championship Wrestling. Next week, Scott Hall facing the Terminator, so be watching for that. There you see the Terminator recently split with Johnny Ace, and it will be Big Scott Hall taking him on next week here on Florida Championship Wrestling.
I'll tell you what, this bubblegum kid looks good, don't he?
Well, here's a young fellow that has wrestled ever since he was about 13 years old. He's got it all together. Flying head scissors. As Black Bart back to the canvas once again.
Well, these big heavyweights coming into town, boy. He's beefed up. He's been in the gym. I know he's been working hard. I think it's going to help him against the Diamond Exchange, but, hey, a little bit couldn't hurt.
What gives you an idea that everybody wants in your Diamond Exchange?
Brother, we do control. Hump and I's brains are fused together, like I've said before. And we have all the talent. We have all the top talent. We got the tag team champs right there.
Fused brains. Now, go along with that.
We've got Al Perez, the Florida champion. And we're
Lou
going to
Perez
have...
catching Jaggers. Jaggers now. And Jaggers down. Wait a minute, Dick Slater. Dick Slater, talking to Mike Awesome. And looks to me like Slater is slipping Awesome some money. Yep, that's exactly what he's done. He has slipped Awesome some money.
What is this, brother?
Well, Slater apparently wants in this match. Slater, oh, brother. Big Steel Man caught him with a lariat. Slater.
I don't know what he's doing out there, man. That's not supposed to be... Not in the contract, not the ones that we signed.
Well, Awesome left, so you've got to keep it 3-3.
Just a matter of time. He's just playing with a bubblegum kid, torturing Slater. We won't let him into it.
Well, it is the Big Steel Man now really putting a hurt.
The more I think about this, Hump's right. He shouldn't be even up on the ring. He has no business being up there on the ropes, brother.
Well, I'll tell you what. They're jamming him into that turnbuckle once again. And it is Black Bart pounding away at the Bubblegum Kid. Our time is rapidly running out here. And the Bubblegum Kid caught again, trying to reach over and make the tag with Dick Slater. Well, let's keep our cameras rolling here because it is the Bubblegum Kid caught again. Time is rapidly running out here. And the Bubblegum Kid makes the tag. The Bubblegum Kid makes the tag, and it's Dick Slater moving in against the Big Steel Man. And our time is rapidly running out. We'll see you next week here on Florida Championship Wrestling.